She played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands, and baby, I just wanna dance.
We're back for another weekly newscast here for DHS. I'm Tanner, and believe it or not, this year is quickly coming to an end. With that said, so are the numbers of remediation hours left. Seniors, you have 29 hours left, and underclassmen, you have 33. If you need to know how many hours you have left to make up, see the counselors or ask your teachers. Seniors, if you haven't picked up your graduation items yet, you can stop by the main office and see Miss Pam about getting your order. You do have to pay for them in full before it can be given to you. If you need to know how much you owe, see Miss Pam and she can let you know. There are a couple last-minute scholarship applications available for seniors. The Sports Booster Club scholarship applications are available in the counseling office for any senior who has been involved in high school athletics, and essays are due by next Friday. Also, the Richard Brummett scholarship applications are due by Monday for any senior attending TRC in the fall. Congratulations to April Students of the Month here at DHS. They are freshman Audrey Pendergrass, sophomore Taylor Deckard, junior Paige Eddington, and senior Lucas Moe. Skills USA wrapped up their trip to state competition at the State Technical College of Missouri. In all, 12 students placed in their competitions. In Masonry, 2 students, Caleb Musgraves and Brandon Eaton, took first and second place on the written test. Eddie McElden and Jacob Skaggs took second place in humanoid robotics. The news broadcasting team of Brooklyn, Tim, Jared, and Aaron took second places as well. In radio production, Peter Parker and Gage Bailey took third, and finally, Joey Baca and Mason Aiden took third in video production. There will be an award ceremony for Skills USA members next Friday before the field day at Riverfront Park. All members who have competed at state are asked to wear their Missouri Skills USA t-shirt and to bring your medals if you won. The ceremony will start at 9 o'clock in the auditorium at the Career Center, and only Skills USA members will get to go to the field day at the park. FCA members, a reminder that your discount card money has to be turned in by the end of the day today. All members who have sold 5 or more cards will be eligible for the end of year trip and a pizza party. The Spring Choir concert is held on Monday in the high school gym. It starts at 7 o'clock and there is no charge to get into the concert.
Thanks, Tanner. The weather postponed a lot of games this week, and the baseball team only had 1 game this week, and it was Wednesday at Neelyville. The Dons lost that game by a score of 8-4. Also, if you're interested in seeing the Dons play in Memphis next Saturday against East Carter, tickets are still available from Coach Mays or Coach Pennington. The OFC tournament was supposed to start on Monday for the softball team, but rain pushed the first games of the tournament back till Wednesday. In the first round, the Donettes played Greenville and won that game by a score of 7-6. They went on to play Naylor in the second round, and yesterday, here is the score of that game. And that's it for this week in sports. Here's Tanner with more.
Thanks, Jared. Time for another movie review, and in the latest installment of the Fast and Furious franchise, The Fate and the Furious stormed theaters this weekend, and just this week alone, the movie has made $600 million worldwide. But does the movie line up to the hype of the previous movies? Here's Brooks with more.
The Fate of the Furious is a 2017 action film directed by F. Gary Gray and written by Chris Morgan. It is the 8th installment in the Fast and Furious franchise. This film stars Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Chris Ludacris Bridges, Scott Eastwood, Natalie Emmanuel, Kurt Russell, and Charlize Theron. The Fate of the Furious follows Dominic Toretto, who has settled down with his wife Letty until cyber-terrorist Cypher coerces him into working for her and turns him against his team, forcing them to find Dom and take down Cypher. Anyone who has seen this movie series knows that it has come a long way from its street racing beginnings. Each movie gets more and more ridiculous and, in my opinion, more and more awesome. The stakes keep getting higher and the stunts keep getting crazier. While I was laughing because of how silly and ridiculous it is, I also was kinda impressed. The effects were pretty impressive, and the things they do with the cars and the shots is super cool. It's silly and over the top, but it's also so stylish. And for the first time in the Fast franchise, there is actually a kind of weird dark moment between the main villain and Dom, which completely justifies Dom going rogue. Which isn't a spoiler if you have literally seen any trailer for the movie. And just before I thought it was too serious, in glorious Fast fashion, they turned the most serious moment of the movie into the funniest part. So all in all, get out there, watch The Fate of the Furious if you want to go and watch an awesome action movie. It fully deserves the 5 stars for being exactly the movie I wanted it to be.
Thanks, Brooks. One last word now from Gage, who is standing by with this weekend's weather forecast.
Thanks, Tanner. Looks like we have one more day of rain before the sun returns. More showers and thunderstorms for Saturday and a high of only 54. Sunday and Monday look to be really nice spring days, sunny with highs around 70 each day. That's it for this week's newscast. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.